Good day everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a neck study where in yesterday's video I did a study of the basic shapes that I would focus on when I'm trying to study the neck. In this case I'm going to be looking at real life photos and I'm going to be applying what I've learned and using that to properly do some figure illustrations on the neck and the head in general. So previously I talked about the basic shapes and the basic muscles that I look at whenever I am looking to draw the neck. And for me, those basic shape or structure is, first of all, I look at the cylinder shape. I look at the circle. When drawing the head, I look at the circle. Let's make this a bit more. When drawing the head, I look at the circle or the box shape. It could be a cube or whatever. I look at the circle box shape to get the head, and then for the neck I look at a curved cylinder, so something like this. And these are the basic shapes that I look at for the foundation of the neck. And yesterday I talked about the fact that when drawing the neck is connected, is part of the spine, is connected to the spine, and so it's not just straight. You don't draw the neck like this. Yeah, the neck isn't like this. The neck has to be curved like this, like this, and then there's a little bump there, and we have our collarbone and connected to the rest of the spine, just like this. So, and that is one useful tip to look at whenever you are drawing the neck. The next thing is the basic shape. Apart from just the cylinder and the circle and box for the head, another basic shape is because we have our sternocleidomastoid and we have our collarbone or our clavicle, and then we have our sternum or breastbone, and then we have our all of the muscles. We have our trapezius, trapezius muscle. These are the basic muscles when you are looking at the neck, to draw the neck. And with the SCM muscle, when you look at the head like this, so this is our head, and then we have our neck like this, and then we have our collar like this, our collarbone, and then we have our sternum over here. The SCM is going to come over like this. It's that V shape whenever you're drawing the neck, and it's kind of like a reverse Y. So it's kind of like this and then like this. So when you're drawing it, it stretches from the root of, like, kind of like the root of the ear, and it's connected. It's called the sternocleidomastoid because it's connected to the clavicle, to the sternum. The S represents the sternum, the C represents the clavicle, and the M represents the mastoid process at the root of the ear. So it's like a reverse Y, the sternum. Then we have the trapezoid, which is going to be like this. The trapezoid is going to be like this, and then our breastbone, our clavicle, and then our sternum. So these are the major things you look at, and then you look at it from different angles. Yeah, I'm just going to do some illustrations here with real photos and show you how this works. If you want to see a bit more, I didn't do a detailed video on this, but if you want to know a bit more about this, just go and check the video I did yesterday and you'll be able to see it. Yeah, I will link it in the description. So yeah, that's just the first thing we're going to do, and now we're going to do some sketches. I downloaded some pictures from Pinterest and we're going to work with them. Around the ear here is going to is coming from below the ear, coming from below the ear like this. Then we have his Adam's apple is coming. Because we have flesh all over it, we're not going to see the exact, seeing that reverse Y. Like this. And then we're seeing the collarbone. And then over here, like this, this is the trapezius, or the traps. Just call it the traps. This is the trapezius or traps. Yeah, so to effectively study this, you need to get the basic structure of this, of the neck. Study that, do diagrams, and then you apply it, because when you've done those basics or you've done the structure, it then becomes easier. Like you tend to understand a bit more what's going on. Around the neck. This is that sternocleidomastoid. I was speaking red. Over here. And then use this a bit. And then our traps over here. Traps over here, and then a collarbone. A collarbone or clavicle. And then our sternum. It's not showing here, but let's just use another color to rep it. It's going to be around here. there are these little bumps that just kind of they just look asymmetrical, right, when you look at them, and they can be really difficult to get correctly. But when you sort of understand what goes where and you understand basic structure, they become relatively easier to replicate in your drawings. Yeah, they may not be, you may not get them like at a first try, like every time, but you just figure out that, oh, you know, these little like intersections like this, these areas that, you know, that look different, but they kind of bring out the coolness or the beauty of the pose. The You begin to get them much more easily. There is that. You begin to get them much more easily. Let's do just one more. Anyways, guys, that is it for today. This took an hour and 10 minutes in general. Probably less because I started, let's say, about 5 minutes later or 2 minutes later. But if you like this type of content, please let me know. You can check out the first video I did on this neck anatomy. If you like if you like content like this, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Click on the notification bell to know when I drop a new video. And that's it for today. Keep practicing, stay creative, guys. Peace.